AIDS is a pandemic that has continued to be a crisis despite the fact that it's not in the headlines. We need to get this to zero and make sure that we are not getting those new infections.
I'm Richard Louie. Thanks to Handshake, we get to have a fantastic conversation here with Jennifer Lotito from RED. What is RED? It was launched here 18 years ago. You brought it here. What is it?
RED is all about bringing the private sector into the fight against AIDS to make sure that we have heat as well as cash going to end this pandemic for good.
In the 18 years, give us that arc. What's changed? What's stayed the same?
Incredible progress has been made.
Yeah.
From a RED perspective alone, we've generated over $750 million that has impacted over 245 million lives. However, what we're seeing is there is a lack of interest. People think this is over. AIDS is a pandemic that has continued to be a crisis despite the fact that it's not in the headlines. We need to get this to zero and make sure that we are not getting those new infections that we're seeing.
So what is a good partner?
It's not just about getting the check. We need heat. We need to get out there and scream it from the rooftops. We need the most creative minds out there blasting the story and getting people engaged.
And tell us about a good partner.
Apple is an incredible partner. They've given over $250 million to this fight. They've been it from the beginning. Well, not only is Apple coming out there and creating, Apple Watches and iPhones and everything else, they're out there banging the drum. But what is really exciting is we've also got a number of life science partners here. The life science partners understand how to end this disease. So it's been really fun working with them, talking with them here in Davos, and helping them bring their story to life.
What's next this year for you?
Well, we've got some really exciting plans. RED has always been about brands and getting out there with those big brands that I talked about. We're also thinking about, is there a space for RED in philanthropy?
Yeah.
We've never worked with philanthropists because
Really?
this has been about companies. So there are very wealthy people out there that should be getting into this fight. We are gonna do some stuff in the fashion space, designers, artists. We've got a new RED creative chair in Laura Brown, who's here taking meetings with me. And we're also thinking about, where is fandom? Where is all of these financial transactions happening? Formula One, Premier League soccer, the amount of money that's happening and going through these places, how can we insert RED into that story, get a piece of it while we're also generating heat for the brand?
How does a company get to know RED? What do they do?
You can go to red.org. That is the best place to go and find all of our information. I would encourage everybody to follow RED on social channels like Instagram. Hey, if you want to email me, I'm at jennifer@red.org. It couldn't be easier.
There you go. All right, great conversation. Thanks to Handshake. I'm Richard Louie with MSNBC and NBC News here chatting with Jennifer. We'll see you next time.